Hello and welcome to Streamtabulous. So this is a video that I've been trying to scratch my head on how to do. It's on the green screen that I modified, and that's the one that I'm using behind me now. Today it is pouring down outside. You can probably hear that. Strong winds. It's very dark. So it just shows you that even with low lighting, and I have the two ring lights here and here, and then I have one off to the side. And I'll try to show that in another video on the lighting. I've tried to get away before with one, but if I reach over to turn this one off, you see when I do that, we get the green screen is too dark in areas, so it doesn't have a consistency in the color. So when we turn that one on, we get that green screen and the adjustments of the camera and the colors are better, and we can see that we get a better tone across it. My green screen isn't flat, it's actually on a angle, and the reason for that is, well, one, the light above me, which the house light, two, the light that I've got for the ring light, so it can more evenly light up the green screen, and then I have these two which aren't really doing much for the green screen. They just are lighting me up more than anything. So the key light is what they call it. It does add a little bit of light to the side as well, which a lot of people apparently prefer. I don't see it making a difference if it's a sunny day or there's enough light. I don't usually always have it on, and you probably notice that in the videos where I'm darker. So yeah, I don't know how they get the consistent lighting. I'm assuming they have a room and they've blocked out their windows and whatnot. For me, I have a massive glass sliding door / glass window which takes up this entire wall here, which runs into a bit of an issue. That's the other thing. I actually run the side light off battery banks, and the reason I do that is it's in a position that I can't really get to, and I don't have PowerPoints or anything like that around here that I can easily access to plug that light into. So I just have that one on a power bank, and that's just a USB a ring light. So there we go. Now, racking my brains on how to do this, so what I did is, because the house is so small, there's no real area for me to do a video to show you the green screen. So I pre-shot a little video in the hall. It's a bit, well, to be honest, janky, just due to trying to hold the camera with one hand of the phone and work it out. But we'll just go over to that video that I shot quickly, and it will show you my green screen. I've been trying to work out how to do this video, because my house is small and just not enough space to actually to show this. So this is the Kmart green screen stand. Now you'll notice it has a long shred here. Normally there's a black pole that comes on this, and it is designed for a portrait style green screen to mount on top. The problem is you really want a longer green screen for horizontal. So what I have is two pieces of PVC pipe. One is bigger than the other, as you can see. And what I've done is I've marked it. And I've marked it like this so there's enough area on the pipe that when it's inside, it's got some support. What I've done is I put it on a block of wood and I drilled a hole through it. Now when you go back to that line, as long as that line is there, you can go to that line and turn it until you get to your hole. And then it's just a matter of dropping it on like so, and then screwing it down. Now the second part is, it comes with a light green cloth, which seems to be polyester. And the issue with that is it's very reflective, and any light bouncing off it, including the monitor, causes your green screen not to work. So I went out, spent about 20 Australian dollars to buy this. This is emerald green felt, and the reason I got this is, as you can see with the light of the camera, there's no real reflection of white. You can see the creases, yes, but what you're not getting is a bright white reflection line, so it's still green. And if we flatten it off there, even with the little creases, it's still green. You're not getting a lot of reflection, and that's why my green screen works more flawlessly than the problem that others are actually having. A lot of people say don't go with felt, but I'm going to put it up and then I'm going to show you why felt's a good idea. So I put my first clip on, and then I've put my second clip on, and then I have another 2 clips. And what I'm going to do when I put it up is, felt has a little bit of stretch to it, so you can actually pull it a bit, which is something you don't get with cotton. And the beauty of that is you can pull out a lot of the wrinkles to get a flatter surface, which I'll show you. Okay, so I'm not worried about the corners because they're not really on my screen, and we'll just get that into focus. So I have my clips on it, and as you can see, I've stretched it out onto the back, so the fold over the top isn't exactly even, as you can see here, because what I'm doing is I'm pulling out a lot of those wrinkles. And the felt, being a stiffer material, has a better weight on it, so it drops down. There's no need to have weights on the bottom of the green screen to hold it. Like, I'm going to come over here, because it's stiff, just give that a little bit of a play, and it will just stiffen itself out, just like that. And now we have a better surface. So, and if we want to get this out, we just pull this up a little bit more, and as you can see, as we twist it, we sort of just move out. So we twist it up there, and we move out more of that. So we don't do the clip normally, we pull it down, but I don't have the 2 hands available to do it because of the small space. And what I'm going to do is, because I want this longer, is I'm actually going to attach another piece of felt to the bottom of it, so I can have it up taller, and then I can have it away from my desk more. Because, as I said, my place is really small, and from where I'm sitting, that's about the distance to the computer and to the actual kitchen table behind me, which is why I'm struggling to find an area to show it. So it's the same up here. You just, just turn that, pop that one off. It's like that. It's a lot easier to manipulate the felt with the weight that it has. So there we go. That's my green screen. It's a adaptation on the Kmart green screen, and you've seen it in the videos. It's pretty clean, it's flawless, it's easy to set up. So that's my green screen. I thought I'd show you guys. So that's my Kmart green screen, and we'll just go over and I'll show you, well, if you're in Australia. This is the actual green screen that I purchased. Now, I mean, really all you need is this pole with the long shred on the top of it. Once you've got that, it's just down to Bunnings and get some PVC pipe, and, that's pretty much it. These clips seem to be available anywhere. So, I mean, I originally brought this because I thought, well, $25 is cheap. But the only downfall was this fabric. It's way too reflective. So, because it's too reflective, when it's reflecting too much light in one spot and it's too dark in one spot, you get a more inconsistency across the board. So, your green screen ends up being just black in one area, and then you can see, your image on the other part of it where it's actually working, and it's just blocky, and there's an incorrection in tones. A lot of people say do not use felt, and I looked at it from a more logical standpoint of what were the errors that I was getting and why they were happening, and came to the conclusion that I needed something which was non-reflective, and I tested it by getting I've got a lot of hobby paints that I use for making Halloween props, and I've got a beautiful emerald green in that, and I painted a board, and I tested it with various different lights, trying to get those hot spots to happen, and I wasn't getting that because it's a matte paint, and that's what led me to the conclusion of going out and finding a better fabric. And I like the weight on the felt. The felt's nice and heavy, so with this one, it was flopping around all over the place, and I was trying to put weights at the bottom of it, and putting weights on the bottom of it was causing seams down the middle of it and causing more light reflection errors, and it was just an absolute mess. So with the felt, it was nice and heavy. So a lot of videos you'll watch, they'll say don't use felt, but I find that it's the better way to go. When I brought it, I seen this photo, and I'm like, okay, he's got that, it's must be telescopic, and you must be able to put it on rather than just portrait. But they must be hanging it on something in the background, because I mean, it's one of the big complaints when people buy it. You read the reviews and they're like, well, hang on, it's not like that. It's like that. And when you've got it like that and it's behind you, there's literally, it was like this. So the only thing you could do is zoom in and have a solid box headshot to try to bypass it. So the first thing I did is went out and did pipe, and that still had the issue just due to the fact that fabric was way too reflective. And from there I just decided, well, I'll do the felt instead, and you can see in all the videos that that works exceptionally well. As you can see, I mean, all my newer videos, I don't really have a problem with the green screen. Yes, webcam plays a lot in the role. If it has a poor CCD and it's not getting good colours, you will have all sorts of problems. The Kmart camera was absolutely atrocious, and even with the felt, which I tested it on, it still had issues. It could be adjusted by bringing up the saturation, but of course that affected the skin tones as well on me. So although it fixed the green screen, it kind of made me look like an Oompa Loompa, and no one wants an Oompa Loompa on the screen. So that's something to think of. You may have a really dodgy camera, and if you're going through a lot of settings, it's more likely that you're having camera issues. And I mean, if you've got a lot of people are on contracts and have Samsung smartphones, so you can just simply go out and buy a USB-C type to HDMI connector, and if you go through my videos, you'll actually see a video on using your mobile phone as a webcam. And if you've got a mobile phone that does support C-type to HDMI out, and you can use one of those adapters, then you can just test your green screen using your mobile phone, and perhaps do what I've done and actually use a mobile phone instead to get that DLSR looking quality on your videos. So anyway, that's my Kmart green screen, and I hope it helps you guys out. Of course, like, subscribe, and get the bell on. Really do need those likes. They do help me to push me to make video and content. Of course, I do have dyslexia and neurological issues and muscle conditions, so I'm in pain all the time, so I'm aware that I do ramble and repeat things. You've always got the option there just to skip forward on those parts. I am trying my absolute hardest to make these videos a little bit easier, but I like to leave in, when I'm doing the more technical stuff, I like to leave in those little errors and that a lot of people cut out, because the likelihood is a lot of people out there are getting those. So anyway, I digress. So like, subscribe, get the bell on, and hopefully this helps you set up your green screen and gives you an idea what you can do. And I will see you in the next Streamtabulous video. Thank you for watching my video and sticking around to the end. If you like my videos, it'd really help me out if you could like and subscribe. It helps the YouTube algorithm to push my videos out there to more viewers, which in turn helps me and helps everyone. So thank you for watching my video and hanging around to the end, and I will see you in the next video.